What's up, guys? Steve here. Welcome back to my page, my YouTube channel, where we're going over Turo and basically how to make your fleet run as smoothly as possible. Now, before we get into it, Turo is a peer-to-peer car sharing platform. It's like Airbnb, but for your cars, and you're able to use this and basically undermine Hertz Budget, all those guys, and basically take some of their business. You guys already know what I'm talking about. But regardless, those guys aren't able to keep up, so it makes it perfect for us right now. In this particular time, you guys are able to do well with it and hopefully expand and grow. It's just like Uber for taxi services, but now we're able to do a whole lot more. So it's pretty cool. I will also tell you that this is not strictly to Turo. You can also use this for Get Around, Avail, all those other peer-to-peer car sharing platforms like Hire Car, anything like that. So take this for what it's worth. Hopefully it's of some advantage to you guys. Hopefully you guys get something out of this. Let me know, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear what's working for you guys, what's not. Let's get right into it of basically checking yourself and getting fact checked while you're getting into some of these rentals. Okay, so here's what happened. And real quick, while you guys are listening, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, notification, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. Just do what you got to do, and hopefully I can get this out to many more people. So without further ado, I got into a conversation, and this is all on Turo, the Turo platform, and it was basically the renter booked my car, and it was this automatic booking, and it was a delivery service. So I do offer delivery to 2 specific locations on top of the home location where I have the cars all the time, where you can come pick it up from. You guys know what this is all about. So this guy, he came in, he wrote a message, he booked it for this delivery, and then in his messages, which I didn't happen to notice, or I didn't look at, didn't see until I already started interacting with him, he asked for the delivery location be changed from where it's scheduled from, which it's all preset. I don't have any settings to where it's book it and rent it, or book it and deliver to the renter. It's just book it, rent it, and deliver from X, Y, or Z. Now, he went in and put a note in there, said, okay, cool, I don't need it at this location, but I need it at that location. And so I didn't really catch this until after the fact, but I went through and I started going through and I was like, hey, so here's the deal. The car will be here. The car's this, all my normal welcoming messages. And I also put in there, I'm sorry for the miscommunication. I'm not sure what happened, but I don't deliver to this address, which this address is across town. It's not even that far, but when you look at it, it's about 20 minutes farther than where I normally deliver to. And in turn, it's going to be a 40-minute plus at least round trip per pickup, per drop-off. So you can see this starts adding up really quickly. And to be honest with you, with the fleet growing the way it is, I just don't have time to accommodate every guest like that. If you do this, you're going to start going crazy. So back to the story. We got this thing going, and now it's basically just turning into a thing. And I asked my buddy, it started this whole long conversation, the big old dialogue, and I asked my buddy, I'm like, yo, so here you go. You've been running our business out in California for the past 2.5 years. You've seen a little bit of everything, and we've seen a lot. So I hit him up. I said, here's all my messages. What do you think? Is it me with my conspiracy theory, mindset of, oh, it's another host seeing a rising star coming up, are they trying to sabotage my fleet? I don't know what's going on. Or not even my fleet. Are they just trying to sabotage my ratings and all that? That's automatically what starts going through my head, which I don't know why. It's just kind of what I was thinking. But anyway, he just kind of laughed. He's like, bro, no one has time to go through and try and, get your ratings down, this and that. No, just get your mind out of that mindset. I was like, okay, so I don't know why, like I said, I don't know why I went there, but it's what I do. My buddy just basically put me on, he held me accountable like good homies should. He's like, yo, this is miscommunication on your end as well as the renters. Y'all need to just chill and basically just state the facts, which I thought I was doing, but apparently him reading it, getting an outsider's view on it, he was just like, state the facts and just let it go. And don't interact, don't argue with, don't do any of that stuff. So what happened was he booked it for here and then asked for a separate delivery location over here, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm looking at it and I'm like, no, sorry for the miscommunication. This is where I deliver. I'll see you here at this time, and, in this location, yada, yada, yada. And then he's like, well, no, I already put it in my notes that you should be delivering it here. What I was told, and this was, like I said, from my buddy, we've already established, he knows what's up. And he's obviously well more mature at this than I am. He's like, yo, as soon as you said no, sorry, the delivery location is where you booked it, I should have just left it at that and then left any kind of notes from Turo or links to Turo, how to cancel, how to do pickup delivery and all this stuff. So that way I'm not getting tied up in the middle of it. And so that's basically what happened. Now, I didn't really ask for the advice until after everything was all said and done. But it was funny because I went in and I basically said, hey, sorry, I only delivered to this location. If you need to cancel and rebook through another host that's closer, that's willing to deliver, then by all means go for it. And then it turned into, well, I'm not canceling, so you need to cancel it. And I know a couple of you other hosts have had to deal with this, where you get that renter that's just very adamant. No, you need to cancel it. You need to cancel it. And you all know as hosts, like this hurts our ratings, right? Like it kind of knocks us down a little bit. So with me, I just said, you have up until 24 hours before the trip to be able to cancel the trip without it affecting you. Now, this is where I screwed up. I probably shouldn't have told him how much it would or wouldn't affect him. But bottom line, I know that if I cancel it, it's going to be all bad. And basically the way I saw it was I was in the right here, he was in the wrong. So that's where you kind of not argue with and not let your ego get in the way of all this stuff. So when I went through, I basically just kind of broke it down and says, look, dude, it's not going to hurt your rating. If you cancel it now, it is what it is. Neither one of us gets charged and it's still a couple days out. So it is what it is. Now, if it's me canceling, y'all know as hosts, you start getting dinged a little bit. So that's why I was like, okay, I got to try and do this. And I know that they're kind of doing the same thing because they're probably feeling pretty adamant about it as well on their end. So this is one of those things that, like I said in the very beginning, read the terms of service. Now, I need to take my own advice and read the terms of service for the renter and the host. So that way you kind of know what it looks like on both sides. So that way you're very well educated and very well rounded for this whole scenario. And I will also tell you, this kind of helped out. And honestly, I probably could have, I probably went a little bit above what I should have with my last booking that came in. The guy showed up and his ID didn't match up the date of birth. Well, what happened was, he had his mom's date of birth with his picture and his profile and then trying to figure all that out. And then it's one of those things where I ended up taking, I don't want to say I took responsibility of it, but it was just, I just handled it and said, hey, let's make this end. Let's fix this right now. So I basically took responsibility of this and made it happen so that way the renter was on his way. Now, technically what you could do is basically say, hey, this doesn't match up. I'll hold the car for you. You need to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. So whatever, let you guys figure out how you want to go about that. But back to the other situation with the delivery, basically what I should have done was with my welcome message, have any kind of issues, anything that might have popped up, just have the links from Turo popped into that message. So that way it's just all hands off. It's just a matter of, hey, I'm sorry for the miscommunication. This is where I deliver. If you need to cancel or if you need to change anything, here's the Turo sites and links to each individual incident that you may think is popping up here. So just kind of figure out how you want to go about that. Definitely don't interact with the customer, the renter. The last thing you want to do is start any kind of confrontation or anything like that. I don't think that this is what happened with this particular incident, but you can see where this could escalate very quickly, especially through text messages, because whatever mood you're in at that particular point in time, that's how you're interpreting these messages. So if you're super happy, then it could be a matter of, oh, okay, no worries, I'll fix it. If you're angry and frustrated the whole day, and then all of a sudden you get this, now the person on the other end is just coming at you. So that's the last thing you want. So basically just leave the facts, put the links for the terms and conditions in there with the renters and what they need to do, and just kind of let nature's take its course and don't interact more than you absolutely have to. That's all I pretty much got for you guys. Make sure you guys are out there giving that customer service, making that money, and like, subscribe, Let me know how you guys have handled the same situation, if not other situations just like this. I'm really curious. I know it's super easy to get caught up in the moment with it really quickly. So I'm curious how you guys handle it as well. So like I said, like, subscribe, share this. Let me know what you guys think. And hopefully this helps you guys out. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.